Welcome, my dear friends. Today is Tuesday in the third week of Advent. And as we are looking at the promised birth of Jesus, our Savior, we are given an example of how God works in the history of His people. A barren couple is chosen. Now, this is the first reading for Tuesday in the third week of Advent. And this reading is taken from the book of Judges, chapter 13. And a barren couple is chosen. God does the impossible. You know, God is always doing the impossible in our lives. The couple has trouble in believing that the angel has come and said that they're going to have a son, and they don't believe. A son is going to be born to them, and his name is going to be Samson. He saves his people from their enemies. This is another vague reflection of the incarnation and what God is going to do in Jesus Christ, His Son, when He comes. This is a vague reflection of what God will do in His Son, Jesus Christ. And this is the story of the Annunciation of the birth of John the Baptist. So before Jesus is born, God sends His forerunner, John the Baptist. So this gospel today, for the Tuesday in the third week of Advent, we are given the story of the Annunciation of John's birth. And he will be the forerunner of Jesus. His parents, Zachariah and Elizabeth, were barren, just like the couple from the Old Testament, the parents of Samson. They were barren. And both of them, Zachariah finds it very difficult to believe, and because he finds it so difficult to believe, he becomes dumb. They find it difficult that in their old age that God is going to give them a child. And they are so excited that he becomes dumb. John will be the baptizer and the announcer to bring all the people back to God and point out who the Redeemer is going to be. So we see what is happening here in the Tuesday of the third week of Advent. God is working in His people. He is the fulfiller of His promises. He is faithful. And Jesus is coming nearer to us. And Psalm 71 says, in this beautiful reading for today, Psalm 71 says, "For you, O Lord, are my hope, my trust." So let's focus on this. God has promised. God has made every effort to fulfill that promise. And now our duty is to believe. And that's why Psalm 71 says, "For you, O Lord, are my hope and my trust, I believe."